My name is Audrey Bonaparte-Watts,
And what year did you graduate?
1978.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to come back and join us on our alumni and family weekend. What did you major in when you were here?
Fashion and merchandising.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So where do you reside now? Can you kind of tell me about a little bit life after Centenary and what you're kind of doing now?
Okay, so I now reside in Teaneck, New Jersey. I am a global Mary Kay director.
Oh,
Right out of high school, I'm originally from Pennsylvania. I went back and I worked in retail as a, I guess, assistant buyer, which is what I was taught to do from Centenary. Then I married a ball player, so we moved all over, all right. But I ended up in New Jersey, and that's now home. And I live there. I have two grown children, neither of which picked Centenary,
oh,
but that's okay. They come and visit a lot, so that's good.
that's awesome, awesome. So tell me about some kind of your experiences on Centenary when you were on campus. Any favorite memories or anything that kind of stuck out in your head that you just love looking back on when you think about Centenary?
Okay, I guess I'll start with when I went to college, I was 17 years old, and we had a bunch of colleges lined up, and Centenary was first on the list. And after seeing Centenary, I didn't want to see any other college because I knew that this was it. It was small and intimate, it was wonderful. At that time, it was Centenary College for Women, so it was all females, which was quite an experience. Um, some fun things. Well, of course, we had a lot of boys on campus because I guess that's where you would go. I was one of the good kids, I guess, because I never really got in trouble. Missed a couple curfews. We did have curfews. I'll tell you a funny story. We had parietals and non-parietal dorms. So I said to my mother, "What is parietals and non-parietal? Don't worry about it. You're not getting it." So when I got here, I realized parietals meant that you could have males in your room. Of course, my mother put me in the non-male guest room dorm, but it worked out. So it was a lot of fun. If you missed your curfew, your dorm mother would be there. She was worse than your real mother, and she would really give you a hard time. But all in all, it was a wonderful experience. We had a lot of fun.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's so great. Talk to me about your professors. Is there any professors that maybe stuck in your head? Anyone that gave you a piece of advice that's really helped you, in your career path today, or just in your life in general? Can you think of anyone that you can remember that you recall?
There was Mrs. Knott, and her husband was the chaplain, and she was phenomenal because she was actually the only woman of color that was on campus. And I actually graduated. There was only two people of color that graduated, so she kind of took us under her wing. We talked about a lot of things. She was very open. She talked about being professional. She talked about being all that you could be. She spent an incredible amount of time with us. It was awesome. I got a chance to see her about 10 years ago, maybe even more, when her husband passed away. But I told her that she was phenomenal and she really had an impact in my life. Then there was Dorothy Prisco, who was the fashion guru. Right, she was awesome. Some of the things she taught me, her flair, her style, everything, I used that throughout my life. So she definitely had an impact on me as well.
That's awesome. That's
Yes.
so great. Do you remember who was president when you were here?
Dr. Dick,
Okay.
and that was his first year. He came when we came, so that was kind of cool. He was very nice. His wife was lovely. We used to have teas all the time in the president's house. We would go over there for our birthdays. It was very intimate. He knew most of us by name, which is awesome. So yes,
That's nice. I love to hear that too because that shows the community here at Centenary.
Absolutely.
And, it's just such a nice, tight family, so that's really awesome to hear.
Absolutely.
That's really great. And any classmates? Do you still keep in touch with anyone?
Uh, there are two that we do stay in contact with. Julene Gotthard. At that time, yeah, that's her name, Gotthard, but now she's Bartolucci. She was actually going out with her husband, and we used to tease her all the time, like, "Why are you with one guy when we're in college?" But she stuck with him. They got married. They've been married forever. Still very happy. And then the second one is Luann, who I met as an upperclassman when we moved to Anderson Hall. By the way, Anderson Hall was the new dorm. Now no one wants to live there because it's the old dorm. I can't, I can't even believe that. I mean, we really were excited when we got to live in Anderson, and now no one wants to be there. So I met Luann there. So we are definitely doing life together. We know each other's children. We mourn when our parents passed away together and all those things. So we're doing life together. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I love to hear that you still have that connection from
Absolutely,
Centenary. That's
absolutely.
really, really great. So what's it like being back here? Are you still from the area where you reside now?
I'm about an hour away in Teaneck, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's it like being back on campus? What do you think of the campus?
I'm here often.
Okay.
I don't know how that evolved like that, but I love it. I love seeing the changes. It was kind of weird when the guys start coming and could stay on campus. When I went to look into Anderson, the guys were living there, and it looked like it. But I love the changes. The buildings are awesome. It's just you just see growth, and colleges have to change in order to stay prevalent. So it's good to see that Centenary is keeping up with the times, and it's exciting to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we have a lot planned here on campus, so I don't want to keep it too long. So I just want to thank you so much for coming.
Oh, you're
and
welcome.
sharing your experiences here at Centenary, and we hope that you have an awesome day today on campus.
You're welcome. My pleasure.